This is 10-11 Now Sports.
In Stillwater, Oklahoma, the Huskers are fighting to stay alive in the NCAA tournament. After losing earlier today against Oklahoma State, they must beat North Texas, who they beat yesterday, in a win-or-go-home scenario. To Cowgirl Stadium in Stillwater, Rhonda Revelle and the Huskers looking to repeat their success yesterday against the Mean Green. Courtney Wallace back in the circle, gets a strikeout to start things off. She makes back-to-back starts and gets back-to-back strikeouts to end the first. Still scoreless in the third now. Lexi Cobb for the Mean Green lifts a looper in a short left, just out of the reach of a diving Abby Squire. North Texas takes a 1-0 lead on the RBI double. Next batter is Molly Rayner, the chopper to Cami Barra. Maya Felder appears to find the base with the right foot, but the first base umpire disagrees. Huskers now down 2-0. And another RBI double for North Texas down the right field line scores their third run off Wallace. And that would be plenty of offense for North Texas as the Huskers are held to 3 hits and no runs as their best season since 2014 comes to a close. Back in Lincoln, it's senior day for the baseball team, and they honored their 8 seniors before their last home game and potentially final game of the season. Today, the Huskers need a win and a Purdue loss to Maryland to qualify for the Big Ten tournament. Runs coming early for both sides. Max Anderson with the Huskers down 2 puts the Huskers up 1 on Anderson's 9th of the year. In the third, Michigan State tries to take the lead back. Casey Mays looking for his 5th homer of the year. Enter Garrett Anglam. That phenomenal grab holds the Husker lead. And speaking of homers, Griffin Everett joins this barrage, and this ball sneaks over the left field wall. He puts the Huskers up by 3 in the 4th. Out of the 8th, Max Anderson back at the dish. He hits his 2nd of the afternoon, giving himself double-digit dingers on the year. The Huskers now lead 10-4, but stop the press. Sparty isn't done yet. With 1 run already in the 9th, Trent Farquhar crushes a grand slam off the scoreboard, and the Husker lead is down to 1. The tying and go-ahead runs in scoring position. C.J. Hood slams the door, and the Huskers prevail. They celebrate the win, but soon learn that Purdue has canceled their game due to weather, ultimately giving Purdue the final spot in the Big Ten tournament by way of winning percentage.
Finally got over the hump and did what you needed to do on Championship Saturday, and something that's totally out of your control, doesn't allow you to continue your season. So it's a hard lesson to learn, but it's also one it's been a very consistent message since our coaching staff's been here. I have there's not a single ounce of me that has taken a step back in terms of the belief I have in what it takes to win. Like zero. Like there's not a single ounce of me that goes, oh, well, maybe that's not the case. No, I know what it looks like. I know what it's supposed to look like. And too many times this year, we just weren't able to get that from this team.
3 teams tied at 10-14 in the conference, but Indiana gets the 8th place berth after taking 2 of 3 from Nebraska and Northwestern. In Class B baseball, after beating top-seeded Norris and the defending Class B champs from Beatrice, 8th-seeded Waverly is looking for their first ever baseball championship, and only Elkhorn North stands in their way. To Tal Anderson Field in Omaha, where Waverly beat Elkhorn North 9-3 on Tuesday. Scoreless in the 2nd, and Landon Elke turns the 6-3 double play to keep it that way. But the Wolves were just as good on defense. Lefty Colin Novacek strikes out the side swinging in the 2nd. He would go on to strike out 10 Vikings. Now Elkhorn North threatening the runner on 3rd. This fly ball from Chris Theisen is deep enough to score the game's first run. Now Waverly down to their final at-bat in the 7th. Foul territory for Husker commit Ryan Harrahill, without regard for life or limb, makes the catch, and Waverly falls just short of their first title.
It's been amazing. A couple weeks ago, if you told me we were going to be here, I wouldn't have believed you. So, just the fight and the resiliency of this group, I couldn't be more proud of them.
We went into a district not supposed to make it out, and looked adversity straight in the eyes, and we're like, we're going to play baseball. We're going to do what we need to do here, and we just been doing that since, but today it just didn't work out for us.
Thank you for making us a part of your evening. We'll see you tomorrow at 6.